Good morning, everybody. It's Stephen Williams, founder and president of the CreditRepairShop.com. And in today's video, we're going to talk about a court summons. We're going to talk about debt collections. We're going to talk about what you can do about them if you get them. And the great thing about this, because I'm a real company, I own a real company that does this on a daily basis. On Friday, got a big, thick fax from a current customer that is currently being sued for an account that she has. And so we're going to talk about an actual situation, exactly what we would do. I'm going to talk about it from a personal side on her situation, and I'm going to talk about it from what I see with the documents that she faxed over to us. So first, let's get right into it. This is a collection for an account, and I'm not going to mention the company that it was from, but it was one debt collector has it, gave it over, assigned it over to a collector in her area, and they submitted a summons to the court to come after her for the money. Now, one thing that I would like to say about the court system in this state, which is Ohio for this individual, is that they do a very good job of allowing people to understand their rights. With the summons that was given to her, they have the questions, and remember I talk about you have to answer those questions when you're given a summons. They had a lot of questions that can actually help you validate the debt. It'll give you an opportunity to have the debt validated in court, because most of the time when I see summons out there, they don't really go into ways that you could actually they don't ask questions that put them in a bad situation. This one here, any one of these questions out of all 20 of them, if there was any problem with any of them, it could throw this whole summons right out of court. So I give the state of Ohio credit for being for balancing the scales and making debt collectors give this information, ask these questions in the court summons. Now, I see several potential problems with this. Let's start with the first one, which is it's saying that a debt collector has it for the original creditor, but it is not defining the relationship between those two. It defines a relationship between them and the debt collection attorney that they used in that area. That is defined in the summons, but it is not defined in the summons from before. So in the validation process, that relationship needs to be defined. It needs to be answered, because the client, they never signed any contract to do business with either debt collector, but from the one that assigned it to this debt collector, they never signed any contract to do any type of business with them. So they need to know why they have to pay that specific debt collector. Are they assigned to get the debt from the original creditor? Are they did they purchase the debt from the original creditor? If they purchased the debt from the original creditor, then they need to show all of the paperwork showing that. Only thing that I saw when I went through here was that they sent one statement. That was it. One statement saying that she owes, I believe it was a little over $7,000. That's all they did, sent one statement. They didn't send any contract. They didn't send any proof of contract. They didn't send any. Here it is, $7,142. They didn't send any proof of contract that they have with them. This is just with the original creditor. So there's a lot of questions that are going to need to be answered, and we will be uh, helping her submit information to the debt collector to find out that uh, arrangement, and then she's going to make a determination if she wants to get an attorney in her area to go after this. Now let's talk about her situation. She is 70 years old, living on retirement, and you know how our elderly people are. They want to pay their debts. They do not believe in just taking money from people and not paying their debt. They're just the way that they were brought up uh, from when they were coming up. And so when I talked to her on the phone, I said, "Well, that is fine. I know I know that that's what your ultimate goal of what you want to do. So let's first look at all of the potential legal things that could be done to make sure that you, number one, have to pay this debt. And it is not past statute of limitations. It's the last uh, statement here was in 2018, so it's not going to be one of those situations where it's past statute of limitations, but it could potentially be a situation where it could be a technical violation, because if the debt collector is not willing to prove the relationship between them and the original creditor, going into court with these documents and having the answers to those, especially with the way that they make it here with their court, they're going to have to reveal that relationship, and they don't want to reveal that relationship if they purchase a debt, because when they purchase a debt, they're purchasing this debt for pennies on the dollar, and there's also a potential situation where she is not going to be able to be garnished. She has no wages to be garnished. She's on retirement, 70 years old. So there's potential that she is not even, she cannot be garnished. She doesn't even have to do anything like a bankruptcy or anything. It's just because her income that she has is not able to be taken in these types of court actions from debt collectors, that her money may not be able to be taken. And we'll know that today after we do some research and help her with calling the debt collector on the phone today. So looking through this whole thing, it's got a lot of holes in it. Not to say that she won't come out of it to where she doesn't pay any money. A lot of that is going to depend on the laws in her state. A lot of it is going to depend on her feelings of how she wants to fight this. And a lot of it is going to go off of what is the end result of the relationship between the original creditor and the debt collector that purchased the debt. The debt collector that purchased the debt, not the debt collector that has the debt that did the summons. Now, so we're going to go through that process, and I'll let you know what ends up happening with that. These are real situations that we go through all the time with customers. And I'm also, real quick, I want to talk about something that she made me aware of, and maybe some of you are thinking about doing this. Now, there's these companies out there, and they say that they're going to help you get out of debt. You know, you pay them a certain amount of money into their program, and then they're supposedly going to settle your debts for they're going to try to settle your debts for a lower amount. Now, this account was actually in with that debt, and what ended up happening is when she called them and said, well, they're coming after me for this money, and I've been paying you guys money for the last 3 years almost. You want to know what they told her? They told her she could just stop paying the payments to them. They ran from her at the time of need that she really needed help. The company ran from her. And that's why I'm saying watch out for these so-called debt settlement companies. Watch out for people that are making debt collection videos and stuff online here, and they never done anything where they actually worked with a client and went all the way from A to Z with getting a solution for that client, because no solution looks the same. And the only way that a person would know that is by dealing with multiple accounts from different clients and figuring out solutions based on that client's situation. But this company, she had been paying them $232.98 every month for almost 3 years. And when the time came for getting a settlement on that account, what they told her is, you could just stop paying us payments, and they just went away. Just boom, went away. So one of the things that I'm going to be doing is I'm going to see about getting her money back from this company also. I'm going to tell them that if they do not return her money, because they've done nothing. They've gotten over $5,000 of her money, and they've done nothing, absolutely nothing. When it came time for her to use the funds for settlement, they just said, you can stop paying us. So I'm going to send them a letter, and I'm gonna get her money back from this company. I'm gonna make sure that the state that this company is in, that they are aware of what they've done to this 70-year-old lady. Now, the last thing I want to talk about in this video is I want to talk about changing on the inside. I want to talk about, if you're going to have good credit, if you're going to change your life financially, if you're going to change your life for the better, you have to change it on the inside first. The inside, the results on the outside shows your thinking, shows what's going on the inside. And it could be in the craziest ways. It could be shown by, like, my desk. I'm cleaning my desk today. When I finish this video, I'm cleaning my desk because I got a lot of things that are going on. But when I really look at it, and I look at because I write down what I got to do on a daily basis and a weekly basis. When I look at it, it's all manageable. This is just from me being lazy with my desk, because I do not feel overwhelmed. I feel good, and I need to, show that on the outside. It's like taking care of your house. If you see people that are going through foreclosure, you're seeing people that are going through financial problems, they start to not take care of themselves. They start to argue with each other. If they're married, they stop taking care of the grass, stop taking care of the house. That is the result of what's going on the inside of an individual. And the best way to change the outside, even if things are not going the way that you want them to be going, is to consistently impress upon yourself on the inside how you want things to be, and change on the inside, and things will materialize to you on the outside. These are things that I do for myself on a daily basis. This is things that I know 100%, and I'm even becoming more aware of them as I go through my daily life. You have the power on the inside to change anything that you put your mind to, and anything that you put your mind to, and anything that you want to do. Those are very key, important words. So if you have debt collections and you're like, I'm tired of living my life this way, all you have to do is say, I'm going to look at a solution for each one of those. If you need to change your life financially, all you have to do is say, you have to break it down into little pieces and say, I'm going to start here on the inside, and that's you first. Change what you do on a daily basis, yourself, your thinking, and then slowly, as you get more belief and you start seeing results on the outside, you'll see that your life will change. Like, it'll be like it was like night and day. I've seen it in my own life. I've seen it with other people that you have to change the inside first. So I will give you an update on this. 70-year-old lady with got debt collections, debt collector coming after her, summons in court for a $7,100 or $7,142 debt that she has with another company. We're going to figure out the situation, and then I'll let you know what ended up being the result as we work through this process. This is Stephen Williams. If you haven't subscribed to my page, please subscribe to my YouTube page. Please spread the word. Tell people about it. I give you real solutions, and I really appreciate your time. I appreciate you if you put comments below. I do answer them, and let's just move forward. Let's move forward in life. Thank you, and until next time. If you need to go to my website, you click below. The links are below. If you need credit monitoring service, links are below so you can know what's on your credit reports. Thanks a lot.